have this trio of new pots that I'm going to fill with potting soil, and the first thing I'm going to do is put some fly screen on the bottom. This is just left over from a project, and that's just going to fill those big drainage holes in the bottom. I saw a hack where you use a pool noodle and you cut it up and put it into the pots. So I haven't found a great way to do that yet, but I'll let you know if I have. I think scissors are not quite strong enough, but I'll try a few things and I'll let you know how I go. So first job, put in this fly screen, and then have a go at cutting up the pool noodles and then filling them up with soil, and then I'll show you how I go with that. But these were all just purchased from Bunnings, and I think they're going to look nice together. So I found that I was trying the secateurs because I thought they might do a good job with the pool noodles, but I ended up with a strong pair of scissors, but you need some pretty big muscles to be able to cut through it because it's quite thick. So it is possible. I'm trying to fill it up now, and this will just mean that the pot, because it's such a big one, it won't be too heavy, and it also means that I don't have to put as much potting mix in it. So if you've got the money to spend on lots of potting mix, feel free to fill them right up with potting mix. But yeah, I don't have that money, especially because I like using the good potting mix, the succulent one from Bunnings with some additives. But anyway, I'm going to try and probably half fill this with pool noodles, and hopefully in time, yeah, hopefully it'll just save me a bit of money with succulent soil, and it'll just be a bit lighter when I have to move it. All right, I'm going to keep going with this. Okay, I've cut up 2 pool noodles. It's very hard on your hands, so I'll give you that little warning, but it's about half filled. Now this will probably compress, so when I put the potting soil in, I'll make sure that I press it down before I go adding any plants. So what you could do if you wanted to also save some more money and space, get the cheapest potting mix and just mix it with some perlite or sand, and then put the good stuff on top, because I don't think the succulents are going to care at all. Anyway, I'll keep moving on. I'm not going to do pool noodles in these other 2 because I don't think they'll end up taking a whole lot of potting mix. Anyway, we'll see how we go. We'll get this filled up with soil, and then I'll show you the next step. So I started off with the cheapest potting mix I could possibly get, and I've mixed in some small pieces of scoria, and I have this big bag of perlite from Bunnings. It's called Brunnings, but it's actually from Bunnings, and this is going to aerate it. So this is a volcanic stone, believe it or not, but it looks like beanbag beans. So I'm going to mix some of that in just to give it a little bit more aeration, and so that doesn't all pack down. But because they're big pots, I just don't want to spend a fortune buying yeah, expensive potting mix. So I'm doing my own. So I'm going to put in some of the perlite. I'll just mix it in until it looks like it's well aerated. This stuff will blow away in the wind, so I wouldn't be doing this on a windy day. But anyway, I reckon that's probably enough. I've just got it in the wheelbarrow. I'll mix it in, and then I'll start putting it into the pots. All filled up and ready to go. Ready for the planting. So that'll be the next step. So I finished planting out the pots. I've just tried to load them with a whole stack of different bits and pieces. I've tried to put a spiller in each of them, and hopefully they all are sitting nicely matching together, but I've got a little bit of negative space or empty space just with some rocks in this one. I haven't had a chance to rinse them off yet to show all the different colours, but this is what they're looking like so far. So I've just tried to load lots and lots of plants in here. That one's got a few rocks in there as well, but I've got to get some small gravel just to fill in the bits where you can see the dirt. Okay, so that's what they're looking like now. So almost finished, pretty close I reckon, but I think that they're looking pretty good, so quite happy with them. Anyway, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe, and if you enjoyed this video, please click like, and I'll talk to you in the next video. Bye.